I just want to run down some of the books of Deuteronomy real quick, if you don't mind. Chapter 28, verse 20. The Lord himself will send on you curses, confusion, and frustration in everything you do, until at last you are completely destroyed for doing evil and abandoning me. Now we're going to skip over to chapter 28, verse 44. The foreigners living among you will become stronger and stronger, while you become weaker and weaker. They will lend money to you, but you will not lend to them. They will be the head and you will be the tail. Let's go on. Listen to this one. Verse 28, verse 48. You will serve your enemies whom the Lord will send against you. You will be left hungry, thirsty, naked, and lacking in everything. The Lord will put an iron yoke on your neck, oppressing you harshly until he has destroyed you. Now in different versions it don't say the Lord, it says they. See, that's the problem we run across with these scriptures that has been tampered with. But open your mind. Open your mind. You have to receive messages out of the tampering in these ages. This is for the children of God. This is what we have to do. Break the beast code. That's what we have to do. It's part of our church. The Lord will bring a distant nation against you from the end of the earth, and it will swoop down on you like a vulture. It is a nation whose language you do not understand. A fierce and heartless nation that shows no respect for the old and no pity for the young. Its fierce and heartless nation armies will devour your livestock and crops, and you will be destroyed, and it will leave you no grain, no wine, olive oil, cows, or lambs, and you will starve to death. They will attack your cities until all the fortified walls in your land and the walls you trusted to protect you are knocked down. They will attack all the towns in the land and the Lord your God has given you. This goes way back, okay, to BC times. And yes, I said BC times, when we had attacks upon the land of Africa. We had been invaded several times on the land of Africa. And there was different invasions all the way to the very end, till the Roman Empire took over Africa. And it never ended until now. So who said that we can pinpoint that it's all over and those Ashkenazis are in our place and they are the marker for what's going on? No, that's not true. We are still here. We must return to the motherland, Zion. We must return in our mind, in our mental abilities. The siege and terrible distress of the enemy's attack will be so severe that you will eat the flesh of your own sons and daughters whom the Lord your God has given you. The most tender-hearted man amongst you will have no compassion for his own brother and beloved wife and his surviving children. If you think about this, these days we have a destruction of the black family. These days, the Willie Lynch address type of existence, not only in the South but also in the North, but in different fashions of the United States. And I'm not here to say that I'm non-patriotic against this country. I think this is a more privileged country to live in. And you have opportunities to be able to speak, such as I am. But at the same time, things can be luring to us in a fashion in which it is too much sweetness. It's too much sugar. It's, in other words, we are diabetic. We are so full of the honey and the imitation of godliness in this country that we cannot see. We are blinded by truth. We are blinded by our sufferings, or those that suffering beside us. We cannot see those things. We just see what we want, or what we are fashioned to see in this country. And here I just explained to you. I want to show you another one. The Lord will exile you and your king to a nation unknown to you and your ancestors. There in exile you will worship gods of wood and stone. You will become an object of horror, ridicule, and mockery among all the nations to which the Lord sends you. And I'm going to end that subject right here. Horror, mockery, and ridicule, my brothers and sisters. What's going on? Why can't we see? Need I say? Toothy toothpaste? What about that? Huh? What about that? Darky? Huh? Apes, monkeys, baboons? What happened to that? Huh? Why is it tucked under the rug? And why is it that when we walk across the street with bags of groceries in our hands and we have our kids in the other hand struggling, why is it that there's still Europeans locking their car doors in horror? Wake up.